According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, about 1 in 68 children has been identified with autism spectrum disorder, and about 1% of the world population has ASD. ASD is a complex developmental disability. Signs typically appear during early childhood and affect a person's ability to communicate and interact with others. Coming up, we're going to learn more about autism awareness fundraising event called Rockin' on the River. Make sure you stick around because it's up next on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio to talk Rockin' on the River is founder of Rockin' on the River, John Strong. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And welcome back. This is what, about fourth, fifth year? Maybe
this will
longer?
be going on our 5th year.
Yeah.
We started back in 2015, and we're still growing.
Also joining us is Laura Donnelly. She's the director for Rockin' on the River. Welcome back.
I appreciate you guys having us back again.
And last but not least, Tom Rolstead. He's also director of Rockin' on the River and a past president. You comfortable over there, Tom?
Yes, sir. Sure am. Very much so. Thanks for having us again.
Well, guys, I want to thank you for coming in and talking a little bit about the event. John, I want to start off with you. Talk to me a little bit about, as founder of the event, how did you get involved with this?
Well, first of all, thank you for allowing us to be here. Back in 2014, we were just sitting around down at a place called Camp Mac at a little bar, and we were just talking about doing an event that had the feel of music, had the deal with to incorporate the river and raise some money. And then one of the gentlemen that owned Camp Mac, his grandson had autism, nonverbal. I have a son that is special needs. And so we just kind of, one thing led to another, and first year it rained and got through it, and everybody said, let's do it again. And here we are, you know, still raising our baby, as we call it, and we're growing and off to the races.
Laura, how about you? How did you get involved with Rockin' on the River? Were you part of that initial, or?
From the beginning, we've always been in touch, and I'm a big fan of Victory Ridge Academy, which is one of the benefactors of the event, and I've always been on the sidelines and helping them fundraise and do different events. So that's my baby. And when John approached me and said, "You've got a gift. We've got a great thing going. Let's put it together and do something big," didn't hesitate. It's a great cause.
Tom, how about your story? How did you get involved with this?
Been here from the beginning, basically, and John as well approached myself. And I was involved with the Junior Chamber International back in the day, and came to me and asked me if I would like to do something, and I asked what it was about. And all the money stays right here in Polk County, which is really a huge thing. It doesn't go, there's no corporate, nothing like that. So the money's staying right here in our hometown in Polk County. Really touches your heart.
Yes.
Now, when you guys come up with benefactors each year at the end of the fundraising, how do you go about picking where the money goes?
We follow our hearts. The groups that we've been helping over the last 5 years deal directly with special needs, whether it's those adults that have Alzheimer's, which would be Side Street Artbeat, whether it's Victory Ridge Academy, we're dealing with the autistic kids and the handicapped bound to wheelchair kids, or if it's like the Circle of Friends down in Lake Wales, who deals solely with adults with autism. So we know that no matter what the diagnosis is, we're able to cover all bases from little kids all the way up to the elderly.
Now, for the past few years, you guys were at Camp Mac, but this year the venue has changed, and let's talk a little bit about that, where it's come from and where it's going to.
Well, our first year, you know, we started out from shoestring, did not really know, and it rained a lot, like I said, and then each year we have grown. But I'd like to take this moment and say that I would not be sitting here, granted it's my idea, you know, little baby, but I would not be sitting here if it wasn't for Laura and Tom. Without any doubt, they make it happen. And because of them, and a lot of the hard work of volunteers too, but these two right here, we've grown. And I had no idea, I don't think any of us had any real idea that where we are today. You know, all our bands, you know, play for out of their hearts. This year, Laurel can talk a little bit more about the bands, 'cause that's part of her role, but we're bringing in bigger bands, and we can put 3 times the people in. I mean, nothing wrong with where we were, we just outgrew it. And that's a testament of their hard work. Our corporate sponsors have, you know, we're over 80 plus corporate sponsors. We're very much appreciative of you allowing us to get our word out, and people have gravitated and putting their arms around our event. And there are a lot of events, and we understand that, and we recognize that people are asking for a lot of money from all different angles. And here they're still supporting us. We got a lot of the same supporters that began with us from day one, and we're getting new ones. But it's these two right here, and I want them to know that. And thank you both.
Thanks.
Tom,
Thank
with
you.
Tom, with the growth of this, one thing that we talked about in the pre-interview is the lodging capabilities, and probably something you guys didn't see 4 or 5 years ago.
No, not at all.
What this was turning into, and what the new venue allows. Talk to me a little bit about not only the hotel, but also the camping, everything else that comes with the.
Well, the lodging out here now, the venue, as we said earlier, we outgrew Camp Mac, okay, and we still have the same feel of being on a lake, on a river, and because we're out at Lake Pierce, at the FFA Center. The difference is the lodging. We're able to house more people here. The camping, it is a little more primitive, but we can house campers out there in tents. The atmosphere, though, I feel we've actually ramped it up, again, not to take away from Camp Mac, but it's beautiful in its own right versus the Camp Mac, which was beautiful. I think we've brought everything to a new level out there and being able to hold more people on site.
We really wanted to be able to appreciate our sponsors and those who make this event happen.
Yes.
And in that, the Ben Hill Griffith Lodge in itself is for the sponsors. We are dedicating it solely, exclusively for our sponsors. If you donated to our event, we are going to be treated as much as we appreciate you. You have your own private bar areas, your own private service areas, your own private bathrooms, your own sitting area with the leather seating,
Yes.
air conditioning. If you want to watch the concert from the AC, you can watch it through the windows.
Fireplace.
It's fireplace. If you like to go on the back porch and have your beverages there and watch, you know, across the lake, you can do that. So you're really going to be shown how much we appreciate you as a sponsor, because it is because of them and the public that we can do this each year.
It's all underwritten by, you know, the corporate sponsors coming in, because all it is $15 to come in, park your car for the weekend, you know, come in Friday, go out Saturday, or come in for the day, $10.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's free to walk in. You get 9, well, I'll get you to talk about the bands, but you know, you get to come in. We might ask you to put money in the bucket. You know, my role is a lot of it, but you know, it's to get as much money as we can. It's a fundraiser. At the end of the day,
Exactly.
you know, it's a good time to listen to music and have a good time, but we want to fill them in buckets up and fill the coffers up and make as much money as we can to pass out to our benefactors. So you got a family of 4. You're not going and spending, you know, $100 to take your kids to go watch baseball or a football game. You know, you can come in there and listen to some music and have a good time. We have a kids zone out there, you know, bounce houses and all that good stuff. You know, we've got a fire pit, you know, and
where else can you pay $15 to come in for a weekend and see Daryl Worley?
Yeah.
That is a Nashville recording artist.
Well, we're going to talk about that shortly, and that's one of the aspects of your contribution to this is the music side. You've obviously got something that's going on. You've had groups that have been with you from the start,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
you've got this year's lineup. Talk to me about those groups that keep coming back, and then let's talk a little bit about this year's lineup.
Well, all the guys who keep coming back, the bands come back because they love what we do. They love our mission. A lot of the band's members have kids with special needs of their own, and they like to let the kids with the special needs come up on stage and just engage with the whole public. But Daryl Worley in particular, we were doing an interview with him last week, and He spoke his heart, and his daughter, Savannah, she has her own issues that had to be diagnosed. And for the longest time, he and his wife struggled with trying to find an accurate diagnosis. And had he had an organization like ours to help streamline him and get him in the right direction more quickly than he did, he could have had Savannah on a path much faster. And so he really appreciates what we're doing and raising money for the groups that we do, because he's there. He understands it because he's living the life himself.
We know the bands that have been loyal to you, but how about sponsors that have been there since day one? I want you to talk about guys that, you know, the individuals or companies that got behind you and continue to stay behind you.
Wow, I'll probably leave somebody out, but you know, Ben Hill Griffin, Will Carson with Carson Consulting and Development Company is our title sponsor this year for the second year in a row. Oakley Transport, Cassidy Family, Bagley Marketing, Daily Ridge
Sure.
Media Company.
Sam Killebrew.
I mean, Sam Killebrew, our state representative. I mean, you know.
There's so many of them.
Yeah,
So
and
many.
once again, apologize for
Okay,
that.
that's
I'm gonna
exactly,
pick somebody. I'm gonna
and,
pick
you know,
somebody
there's so
else.
many of them.
I mean,
that,
some of our past, not only our past, but some, like I said, been there from day one. There, we got new people coming in. You know, so
$125,000 over the last few years. That's what we've been able to bring to
To
the
the
table
community.
Yeah.
and
To the
back out
community.
to the community.
Not
Back
just-
out.
I mean,
that's back
just
out.
net.
That's back
I mean,
out to the community.
You know,
And it has a direct effect on everyone. Most of these nonprofit organizations or the schools that we're helping, they're government funded, and it pays for the bricks and mortar and the teachers, but there's certain things that those facilities and organizations can't afford. Maybe it's a particular wheelchair, or maybe it's art supplies.
school bus.
That's
the
the food bus.
Food
That's
bus.
where we come in. We raise
Yeah.
the money,
That's
and,
right.
and whatever
Art supplies.
their wish list is, we can fill it, and we're proud of that. It's something tangible that the Victory Ridge brought the food bus back for the first year. We were a part of that. If you came out to Rockin on the River in 2017, you did that. They were able to take a school bus, gut it, put in all kitchen appliances, and now those kids can get on the food bus, prep food, go grocery shopping, sell food, and from beginning to end, they're learning business.
You get to
Approved by the
directly
AD.
see. You get to directly see where your money is going at that point in time. It's tangible, as Laura said. Something our sponsors can touch, see, feel, and you know, again, interact with the children as they're there, and again, see where your money's going. Same thing with Side Street. Her money, art supplies, or she put on a play out there with Victory Ridge, and those kids got involved in that. So you get to see where your money is actually going at that point in time.
And one of our new benefactors is Noah's Landing, which is over in Lakeland.
Yeah.
It's an assistant living facility for special needs. My son lives there, and so we've helped them out a little bit, you know, this past year, and helped, you know, with some of their programs. So it's coming full circle in my life to see, you know, some of this may kind of help it personally, but also helping, you know, these other organizations. And it's, you know, when they go out and buy a $4,000 food cart at Circle of Friends and be able to teach the kids to push it up and down Lake Wales and sell hot dogs, or they might sell, you know, hot food or cold food out of it, but it's that point of sale. The Victory Ridge school bus, food bus, is ADA, American Disability Act, which is all certified.
Yeah.
Where this year they're going to serve like their strawberries and their shortcake and their banana pudding. Well, those strawberries and those bananas are being donated
Yeah.
by
Farmer Jack.
Farmer Jack's Produce, Brian Vincent. I mean, so everybody is wrapping their arms around it, and that's, to me, and I think all of us, speaking for us, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I think the neatest, John's son was being interviewed by a reporter a couple weeks ago, and the reporter asked him, "Hey Tyler, what's it like having special needs?" And Tyler says, "I'm cool with it. Are you?" And to me, that's everything.
That says it all.
That should be a T-shirt. But that's why we do what we do. We want everyone, no matter what their different ability is. It's not a disability; it's a different ability, and no matter what it is, they're cool with it. Shouldn't we be?
Yeah. Well, we got just a little bit of time left. I'd like to recap the event this year. Let's go specifics. Times, dates, places, and where they can find more information.
Okay, autismrockinontheriver.com is our website, or you can find us on Facebook, Rockin' on the River. On Friday, our gates are going to open at 5 o'clock. This is April 5th. The first concert starts at 6 o'clock, Nathan Baldwin. Daryl Worley is our headliner. He takes the stage at 7:30, and then we'll close back out at 10 o'clock. Open back up again at 11 o'clock on Saturday. The Special Olympics of Polk County, the equestrian team is coming in to do opening ceremonies. Pretty neat because they just went to state themselves.
Yeah.
So we're going to have the equestrian team.
Mike does incredible work.
Oh, he is an amazing man.
Yeah.
He will be out there all weekend. So I'm looking forward to hanging with him for the weekend.
Yeah.
But his crew will do opening ceremonies and do the presentation of colors. And then music kicks off at noon, from noon till midnight on Saturday.
Well, Tom, Laura, John, I want to thank you guys for coming in, and you guys are living proof. Your hearts are in the right places, and you put on a hell of an event. And thank you for presenting it to Polk County.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much.
Thanks for letting us
for the
come.
time.
I want to remind you to join Rockin' on the River for an autism awareness fundraising event. It will take place at the FFA Leadership Training Center at 5000 Fire Tower Road in Haines City on Friday, April 5th from 6 to midnight, and on Saturday, April 6th from noon until midnight. 100% of the net proceeds from this event will benefit Victory Ridge Academy, Side Street Art Beat, Circle of Friends, Noah's Landing, and other nonprofit organizations who work with the folks with special needs. Now, a free event, although there is a $10 a day or $15 a weekend parking charge, the proceeds of which will benefit Polk County Special Olympics. Food and drinks are also available for purchase. Now, if you need more information, give them a call, 863-258-9550, or look them up on the web at autismrockinontheriver.com.